Hi guys, John Jackson here with Alliance Insurance Services. I want to talk today about something that we get asked all the time. Now I've said that before, but this is probably our most common question or our most frequently answered question, as you've heard me say before. So, what is the question? Why is my premium going up? Why is my premium higher? Why is my bill more than it used to be? Everyone has thought this when it comes to insurance, and not just insurance. We ask this about just about everything that we have to pay. But with insurance, it seems to be that there's a big misunderstanding about why it goes up. So let's dig into it and figure out what factors are involved in your premium going up when your policy renews. So number one, and I just want to get this out of the way ASAP, and that is that your agent did not arbitrarily raise your premium. Okay, your agent is never going to just add something to your policy or sneak a few more $10 and $20 payments here and there. That just doesn't happen. And the reason is that if you did that, your agent would probably go out of business. It's a competitive enough industry as it is, and when you have these gigantic companies, I don't need to really name them. They usually have reptiles or people in white bibs as their spokespeople, we should say. Those companies thrive on huge amounts of people paying very small premiums and skimping on things like service and protection. So that is not who your agent is, and that's not the business model that your agent operates under. So let's get that out of the way. Your agent is not the reason that your premium is going up. So it's not your agent. So what is it? It's really three factors that determine what makes your premium go up. The first of those three factors are claims. So not necessarily your own claims. Of course, if you have a claim, that's going to affect your policy in particular. But I'm talking about the claims of an entire region, of a certain class of claims, right? So it could be a slew of glass claims and auto insurance. It could be hurricane-related claims. And we've all seen weather on the news all the time. So we know that there are a lot of claims when it comes to things like storm, fires. I mean, it really depends on what part of the country you're in. But these things all cost money. And so insurance companies, if they have to deal with a lot of claims, especially in a particular area, right? Like if a certain area is really hard hit, what you're going to find is that it's going to be more expensive to protect against that risk that you're seeing a lot. So if an area is flooding a lot, or if there are a lot of fires, you're going to see it be more expensive to protect from flood or fire, respectively, in whatever area we're talking about. So that is one of the main ways you're going to see premiums creep up, even if you've done nothing wrong or changed nothing. So if you're in an area that's been hit by something, and like the Southeast, right, like several years now, we've had some pretty bad hurricanes that cost insurance companies a lot of money. You're paying for that just because of where you live. So the second thing that can affect your premium, even if it's not your fault, is your company's appetite. That sounds weird, right? What does an insurance company eat? But what an insurance company eats is risk. So what kinds of risk do they like? What does your insurance company really want to insure, and what do they not want to insure? So let's look at it again from that perspective of claims and things happening in certain areas. Well, let's say that there are a lot of fires in a particular area. If your insurance company decides that it really is paying too much money for homeowners insurance, it may raise the rates of homeowners insurance in that area in order to make sure that, number one, they kind of back away from that risk a little bit, and number two, if they do insure that risk, that they're going to be protected financially by charging more money. So in that way, the insurance company kind of determines how much you pay based on what they want and what they don't want. So that's another way that you're going to find your premium changing without anything that you're doing, right? So you really don't have a lot of control over what your insurance company wants. Now, the great thing about being with an independent insurance agent is that they represent a lot of different companies. So if one company decides they don't particularly want to insure your boat, they've had too many boat claims, for whatever reason they've decided they don't want to really do boat insurance anymore, your boat insurance gets really expensive, we could probably find another company for you that loves boat insurance and move you over there pretty easily. So the third thing is government regulation. Government regulation varies wildly from state to state. In some states, it's the Wild West where pretty much anything goes. In other states, everything from the forms you use down to what you're allowed to charge are controlled by a government body, be it a Bureau of Insurance or Department of Insurance or whatever. Usually they have an insurance commissioner, something like that. So those government bodies can make decisions, and it could be something as simple as changing a law or a form that makes insurance companies go, oh, well, we're going to change the rates based on that regulation. Or it could be something as direct. You know what, actually rates should be this, and we are going to unilaterally raise rates on this risk. And that happens. It happens all the time. In North Carolina, where there's a lot of regulation, you see rate increases. In fact, we've seen rate increases this year, and there are more coming up. So that is one of the huge ways that your insurance premium can go up with you doing nothing at all to change how you're protected. So that's it. I mean, those are 3 ways in which your premium can change pretty dramatically from every 6 months to every year, however you have your policy set up. So if you notice something like that, if you go, wait a minute, it looks like my insurance went up. It looks like I'm paying more premium than I did last year. Talk to your agent. Ask them what's going on. That's what we do. We love having that conversation. I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, right? You're gonna think no one's gonna want to have that conversation. Absolutely want to have that conversation because it's an opportunity for us to show you, number one, that we are valuable to you, to show you one of the ways that we help you, but it's another way for us to have a conversation and to help you get more value out of insurance in general. And there are probably ways in which we can save you money and get you more protection. So you can start doing more discounts, package policies, put all your boat and your motorcycle together, things like that. You can go ahead and begin to insure more and pay less, which sounds crazy. And at the end of the day, if we need to move you to another company, we will. So if you have any questions, please let us know. Click on the links, go to the blog that's attached to this because there's a little more information in the blog as usual because I ramble. So if you have any questions, let us know. Thanks again, and we'll talk soon.